Imagine living in a time when the world was filled with corruption, violence, and chaos. It was a period where humanity had lost its way, and darkness seemed to overshadow every aspect of life. Amidst this turmoil, only one man was chosen to survive a divine judgment. This man was Noah, a beacon of righteousness in a sea of immorality, a colossal ark, a worldwide flood, and a promise sealed with a rainbow. These elements form the backbone of the incredible story of Noah's Ark. But what really happened during this monumental event? How did Noah manage to build such an enormous vessel amidst the chaos? What were the challenges he faced? How did it unfold in chronological order? Stick around as we take you step by step through one of the most well-known accounts in the Bible. From the initial warning to the final covenant, we'll explore every detail of this fascinating story. Hey everyone, welcome back to Multilingual Bible Stories, where we explore the incredible history of the Bible. If you're new here, my name is Augusto, and today we're diving into the complete chronological history of Noah's Ark, from the wickedness of the world to the covenant God made with Noah. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts on this fascinating topic. Noah's Ark is one of the most captivating stories in the Bible, filled with lessons of faith, obedience, and divine intervention. The story begins in a time when the world was filled with corruption and violence. Humanity had strayed far from the path of righteousness, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. God decided to cleanse the earth of its corruption by sending a great flood. But amidst this decision, he found one righteous man, Noah, who walked with God. God chose Noah to build an ark to save himself, his family, and two of every kind of animal. Imagine the immense task that lay ahead for Noah. Building an enormous ark, gathering animals, and preparing for a flood that would cover the entire earth. It was a monumental task that required immense faith and dedication. Despite the ridicule and disbelief of those around him, Noah remained steadfast in his mission. He followed God's instructions to the letter, demonstrating unwavering faith and obedience. As the ark neared completion, Noah gathered his family and the animals, just as God had commanded. The skies darkened, and the rains began to fall. For 40 days and 40 nights the earth was submerged under water. The floodwaters rose, covering even the highest mountains. But inside the ark, Noah, his family, and the animals were safe, protected by God's promise. After the floodwaters receded, God made a covenant with Noah, symbolized by a rainbow in the sky. This covenant was a promise that he would never again destroy the earth with a flood. The story of Noah's Ark is a powerful reminder of God's mercy, faithfulness, and the importance of living a righteous life. It's a story that has been passed down through generations, inspiring countless people around the world. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the chronological history of Noah's Ark. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the incredible stories of the Bible. Our story begins in the antediluvian world, a time when humanity had become utterly corrupt. The earth was filled with violence, and every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. This was a period of great moral decay, where people had turned away from righteousness and embraced wickedness. The world was a dark place, devoid of the light of goodness and truth. It was in this grim setting that the story of Noah unfolds, a tale of faith, obedience, and divine intervention. But amidst this darkness, one man stood out, Noah. Genesis 6:9 describes him as a righteous man, blameless among his generation, and who walked with God. Noah was a beacon of hope in a world drowning in sin. He was a man of integrity, who lived his life in accordance with God's will. His faith and righteousness set him apart from the rest of humanity, making him the chosen one for a divine mission that would change the course of history. Then came the divine instruction: build an ark. God gave Noah specific measurements: 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, 30 cubits high. The ark was to be made of gopher wood and covered in pitch to make it waterproof. This was no ordinary task. It was a monumental undertaking that required immense faith and dedication. Noah had to trust in God's plan and follow his instructions to the letter. The ark was to be a sanctuary, a vessel of salvation that would preserve life through the coming deluge. Noah and his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, spent what many scholars believe to be around 75 to 100 years constructing the ark. During this time, Noah also warned the people of the coming judgment, but they mocked him and refused to listen. Despite the ridicule and disbelief of those around him, Noah remained steadfast in his mission. He continued to build the ark, day after day, year after year, driven by his unwavering faith in God's word. The construction of the ark was a testament to Noah's perseverance and obedience, a labor of love that would ultimately save his family and countless species of animals. Then came another extraordinary moment. The animals started arriving. God commanded Noah to bring 2 of every unclean animal and 7 pairs of every clean animal. This miraculous event was a sign of God's providence and care for his creation. The animals came to the ark in pairs, guided by an unseen hand, ready to be preserved from the impending flood. It was a sight to behold, a living testament to the divine plan that was unfolding. Once the ark was complete and the animals had entered, God himself shut the door, sealing Noah, his family, and all the creatures inside. This act of sealing the ark was a powerful symbol of God's protection and provision. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in the story, a chapter of survival and hope amidst the devastation that was about to be unleashed upon the earth. The floodwaters erupted from the fountains of the great deep, and poured from the heavens for 40 days and 40 nights. The entire earth was covered, even the highest mountains were submerged. This was a cataclysmic event, a divine judgment that wiped out all life on earth, save for those sheltered within the ark. The flood was a manifestation of God's wrath against the wickedness of humanity, a cleansing of the earth to make way for a new beginning. For 150 days, the waters dominated the earth. Everything outside the ark perished. But then, God remembered Noah. The waters began to recede, and after another 150 days, the ark came to rest on Mount Ararat. This was a moment of divine grace, a sign that the time of judgment was over and a new era was about to begin. The receding waters revealed the mountains and the ark found its resting place, a symbol of hope and renewal. Noah sent out a raven, then a dove to see if the waters had dried. On the second attempt, the dove returned with an olive leaf, signaling that dry land was near. This was a moment of great anticipation and relief for Noah and his family. The olive leaf was a symbol of peace and new beginnings, a sign that the earth was ready to support life once again. Noah's first action, he built an altar and offered sacrifices to God. Then came the covenant. God promised never again to destroy the earth by flood, and placed a rainbow in the sky as a sign of this eternal promise. This covenant was a profound moment in the history of humanity, a divine assurance of God's mercy and faithfulness. The rainbow, a beautiful arc of colors in the sky, became a symbol of hope and a reminder of God's enduring love for his creation. Noah's story is a testament to the power of faith, obedience, and divine grace, a story that continues to inspire and teach us about the importance of righteousness and trust in God's plan. Many believe that remains of Noah's Ark may still exist on Mount Ararat in Turkey. This mountain, standing tall at over 5,000 meters, has been a focal point for explorers and researchers for centuries. The biblical account of Noah's Ark describes a massive vessel built to survive a global flood, and Mount Ararat is traditionally considered the resting place of this legendary ship. The allure of discovering such a significant artifact has driven numerous expeditions to this remote and often treacherous location. There have been multiple expeditions but no definitive evidence. Despite the harsh conditions and the challenging terrain, teams have ventured into the icy wilderness, equipped with the latest technology and driven by a passion for uncovering the truth. They have found intriguing artifacts and remnants that spark the imagination, but nothing that conclusively proves the existence of Noah's Ark. The search continues, fueled by both faith and curiosity, as each new discovery brings us a step closer to understanding this ancient mystery. What do you think? Could the Ark still be out there? The idea that a piece of biblical history could be hidden beneath the snow and ice of Mount Ararat is both thrilling and tantalizing. Imagine the impact of such a discovery on our understanding of history and religion. It would be a monumental find, reshaping our knowledge of ancient civilizations and their stories. The possibility keeps the debate alive and the expeditions ongoing, as each new team hopes to be the one to finally uncover the truth. So, what do you think about the chronological story of Noah's Ark? The tale of Noah's Ark is one of the most enduring stories from the Bible, capturing the imagination of people across generations. It speaks of faith, survival, and divine intervention. But beyond its religious significance, it also raises questions about historical accuracy and the intersection of myth and reality. How do we reconcile the lack of physical evidence with the powerful narrative that has been passed down through millennia? Do you believe it happened exactly as described, or do you see deeper meanings in the story? Some view the story of Noah's Ark as a literal historical event, while others interpret it as a symbolic tale with moral and spiritual lessons. The flood narrative is not unique to the Bible. Similar stories exist in various cultures around the world, suggesting a common human experience or a shared mythological theme. Whether you see it as fact or allegory, the story of Noah's Ark continues to inspire and provoke thought. Let's discuss in the comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, where we explore fascinating topics like this one. Your thoughts and opinions are valuable, and we love hearing from our viewers. Engaging in these discussions helps us all to learn and grow, expanding our understanding of history, culture, and belief systems. Turn on notifications and share this video with someone who would love to learn more about biblical history. By sharing, you help spread knowledge and spark curiosity in others. It's a great way to support our channel and ensure that we can continue bringing you high-quality content. So, thanks for watching, and remember, the story of Noah's Ark is just one of many fascinating tales from the past that we explore on this channel. Stay curious and keep questioning, because history is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. We look forward to reading your comments and continuing this conversation. Your insights and perspectives add depth to our exploration of these ancient stories, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the spirit of discovery alive. As we fade out, remember that every story has layers waiting to be uncovered. This is just the beginning of our journey into the past. Stay tuned for more. In this chapter, we delve deeper into the construction of the ark. What tools did Noah and his sons use? How did they manage to gather all the materials? We will explore these questions and more, providing a detailed look at the monumental task of building the ark. According to the biblical account, Noah was instructed by God to build the ark using gopher wood, a term whose exact meaning has been lost to history. Some scholars suggest it could refer to cypress or cedar, known for their durability and resistance to decay. Imagine the sheer volume of wood required for such a massive structure, measuring 300 cubits in length, 50 cubits in width, and 30 cubits in height, approximately the size of a modern-day cargo ship. But how did Noah and his family, with their limited resources, manage to construct such an enormous vessel? They likely used simple yet effective tools available during their time: axes, saws, and chisels made from stone or early metal. These tools, though primitive by today's standards, were capable of shaping and assembling the wood needed for the ark. The construction process would have been labor-intensive, requiring meticulous planning and relentless effort. The ark's design included multiple decks and compartments to house the diverse array of animal species, as well as provisions for Noah's family. This intricate layout ensured the safety and well-being of all aboard during the prolonged period of the flood. Gathering materials for the ark was another monumental challenge. Noah and his sons would have had to source vast quantities of wood, pitch for waterproofing, and other essential supplies. This task would have required extensive knowledge of their environment and resourcefulness to procure everything needed. The story of Noah's Ark is not just about the flood, but also about human ingenuity and perseverance in the face of divine instruction. It highlights the extraordinary lengths to which Noah and his family went to fulfill their mission, demonstrating faith and determination. As we continue to explore the fascinating details of Noah's Ark, we gain a deeper appreciation for this ancient narrative and the lessons it imparts. The construction of the ark stands as a testament to human resilience and the enduring power of faith. Stay tuned for more insights into this captivating story. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more engaging content on biblical history and other intriguing topics. Your support helps us keep the spirit of discovery alive, bringing you closer to the mysteries of the past. Until next time, keep questioning and exploring the wonders of history. As the ark neared completion, a new challenge emerged: gathering the animals. How did the animals know to come to the ark? According to the biblical account, God instructed Noah to bring 2 of every kind of animal, male and female, into the ark to preserve their species. This divine command sparked a miraculous journey. Imagine the sight animals from all corners of the earth, instinctively making their way to Noah. From the majestic lions of the savannah to the tiny insects of the forest, each species embarked on an incredible voyage. This was no ordinary migration, but an extraordinary event orchestrated by a higher power. The behavior of the animals during this time was nothing short of miraculous. Predators and prey traveled side by side, united by a common destiny. They arrived at the Ark in pairs, guided by an unseen force, ready to embark on a journey of survival. Once aboard, Noah and his family faced the monumental task of caring for this diverse menagerie. The Ark was designed with multiple decks and compartments, each tailored to the needs of different species. Noah and his family had to ensure that each animal was fed, watered, and kept in good health throughout the duration of the flood. The logistics of this task were staggering. Imagine the noise, the smells, and the constant activity. Yet, Noah and his family managed to maintain order, displaying remarkable dedication and resourcefulness. They had to be vigilant, attending to the needs of every creature, large and small. The story of the animals' journey to the Ark and their time aboard is a testament to the extraordinary events that unfolded during this period. It highlights the interplay between divine intervention and human effort, showcasing a unique blend of faith, determination, and compassion. As we reflect on this chapter of the Noah's Ark narrative, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities and miracles that shaped this ancient story. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the biblical account of Noah's Ark. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more engaging content on biblical history and other intriguing topics. Your support helps us continue to explore the mysteries of the past and bring them to life. Until next time, keep questioning and exploring the wonders of history. As the floodwaters began to rise, the world experienced a cataclysmic event of unprecedented magnitude. This wasn't just a local deluge, but a global catastrophe that reshaped the very fabric of our planet. In this chapter, we delve into the geological and environmental impact of the flood and how it might have changed the Earth's landscape forever. Imagine towering waves crashing against ancient mountains, eroding them into new forms. Valleys were submerged and plains turned into vast seas. Forests were uprooted, their trees carried away by the relentless currents. The floodwaters carved out new rivers and lakes, leaving behind a transformed world in their wake. The sheer force of the flood caused massive landslides and earthquakes. Entire ecosystems were obliterated and new ones began to form. Sediments from different parts of the world were mixed and deposited in new locations, creating a complex geological record that still baffles scientists today. But the flood's impact wasn't limited to the physical landscape. It also had profound effects on the climate. The sudden influx of water into the atmosphere likely triggered drastic changes in weather patterns. The world emerged from the flood a different place with new climates and environments. The flood's legacy is etched into the Earth's crust, a testament to the power and unpredictability of nature. It serves as a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains our planet and the forces that can disrupt it in an instant. As we reflect on the flood's impact, we gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of our world. The story of Noah's Ark is not just a tale of survival, but a narrative about the resilience of life and the ever-changing nature of our planet. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the biblical account of Noah's Ark. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more engaging content on biblical history and other intriguing topics. Your support helps us continue to explore the mysteries of the past and bring them to life. Until next time, keep questioning and exploring the wonders of history. After the floodwaters receded, the Ark came to rest on Mount Ararat. This chapter investigates the historical and archaeological evidence for the Ark's resting place, and the various expeditions that have sought to find it. Mount Ararat, located in modern-day Turkey, has long been considered the final resting place of Noah's Ark. According to the Bible, the Ark settled on the mountains of Ararat as the waters began to subside. This has made Mount Ararat a focal point for those intrigued by the story of Noah's Ark. Over the centuries, numerous explorers and archaeologists have embarked on expeditions to uncover remnants of the Ark. Some claim to have found wooden structures high on the mountain, while others have discovered intriguing artifacts that could be linked to the biblical vessel. However, conclusive evidence remains elusive. In the 20th and 21st centuries, advanced technology such as satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar has been employed to scan Mount Ararat's rugged terrain. These efforts have revealed anomalies that some believe could be the remains of the Ark, buried under layers of ice and rock. Despite the lack of definitive proof, the allure of discovering Noah's Ark continues to captivate the imagination of many. The quest to find the Ark is not just a search for a historical artifact, but a journey to connect with a story that has resonated through generations. As we delve into the mysteries surrounding the Ark's resting place, we are reminded of the enduring power of faith and the human spirit's relentless pursuit of knowledge. The search for Noah's Ark is a testament to our desire to understand our past and its impact on our present. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the biblical account of Noah's Ark. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more engaging content on biblical history and other intriguing topics. Your support helps us continue to explore the mysteries of the past and bring them to life. Until next time, keep questioning and exploring the wonders of history. In the aftermath of the flood, as the waters receded and life began to flourish once more, a new chapter in humanity's story was written. This chapter, marked by a vibrant rainbow stretching across the sky, signified a profound promise from God. The rainbow, an arc of colors bridging the heavens and the earth, was a divine covenant, a promise that never again would a flood destroy all life on earth. This moment of divine assurance carries deep significance, not just within the biblical narrative but across various cultures and epics. To the ancient Hebrews it was a sign of hope and renewal, a reminder of God's mercy and the resilience of creation. In many other cultures, rainbows are also seen as symbols of harmony, peace, and a bridge between the mortal and the divine. But what does this covenant mean for us today? In a world often fraught with challenges and uncertainties, the rainbow continues to serve as a powerful symbol of hope and faith. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there is a promise of light and renewal. It calls us to reflect on our own commitments, to each other, to our environment, and to the future generations who will inherit this world. As we contemplate the significance of this ancient promise, we are invited to see the rainbow not just as a natural phenomenon, but as a timeless emblem of faith, resilience, and the enduring bond between the divine and humanity. It is a testament to the power of promises kept and the hope that sustains us through the storms of life. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the covenant and its enduring significance. If you found this journey through history and faith enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support allows us to continue delving into the stories that shape our world and bringing them to life. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our shared heritage. As we move from the ancient world to the present day, the story of Noah's Ark continues to captivate and inspire. But how do modern scholars and theologians interpret this age-old narrative? Some view the story literally, seeing it as a historical account of an extraordinary event. These interpretations often focus on the specifics, dimensions of the ark, the logistics of animal care, and the geographical implications of a global flood. For these scholars, Noah's Ark stands as a testament to divine intervention and a pivotal moment in human history. Others, however, approach the story allegorically, viewing it as a rich tapestry of symbols and metaphors. In this light, the ark represents salvation, the flood symbolizes purification, and the rainbow signifies hope and renewal. This perspective invites us to explore deeper spiritual truths and moral lessons embedded within the narrative. There are also those who consider the story within a broader mythological context, comparing it to other ancient flood myths from cultures around the world. These interpretations highlight common themes of destruction and rebirth, suggesting a shared human experience and a collective memory of catastrophic events. Modern interpretations are not limited to academia. Artists, writers, and filmmakers continue to reimagine Noah's Ark, infusing the story with contemporary relevance. Whether it's a blockbuster movie or a thought-provoking novel, these creative endeavors invite us to see the ancient tale through a modern lens, exploring themes of environmental stewardship, human resilience, and the quest for redemption. In a world where science and faith often seem at odds, the story of Noah's Ark serves as a bridge, encouraging dialogue and reflection. It challenges us to consider the balance between literal and metaphorical truths, and to find meaning in the interplay of history, myth, and spirituality. As we ponder these modern interpretations, we are reminded that ancient stories like Noah's Ark are not relics of the past, but living narratives that continue to evolve and resonate. They invite us to explore the depths of our own beliefs and values and to find inspiration in the timeless quest for understanding and meaning. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the modern interpretations of Noah's Ark. If you found this exploration insightful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to bring these fascinating stories to life. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our shared heritage. As we conclude our exploration of Noah's Ark, we turn our attention to the enduring legacy of this timeless tale. Throughout history, the story of Noah and his ark has been a wellspring of inspiration for artists, writers, and creators across the globe. From the intricate frescoes of the Renaissance to the bold strokes of modern art, Noah's Ark has been depicted in countless works, each bringing a unique perspective to the ancient narrative. These artistic interpretations capture the drama, the hope, and the divine promise that the story embodies, allowing us to experience its emotional depth through visual expression. In literature, the tale has been retold and reimagined in myriad ways. Authors have used the Ark as a metaphor for survival, faith, and the human spirit's resilience in the face of adversity. These literary works invite readers to ponder the deeper meanings and moral lessons embedded within the story, ensuring its relevance across generations. The story of Noah's Ark has also made its mark on popular culture. From blockbuster films that bring the epic flood to life with stunning visual effects, to children's books that introduce young minds to the story's themes of kindness and responsibility, the Ark continues to capture the imagination of audiences everywhere. Moreover, the tale's influence extends beyond art and literature. It has permeated our cultural consciousness, shaping how we understand concepts of divine judgment, redemption, and covenant. The rainbow, a symbol of hope and renewal, remains a powerful reminder of the promises made to humanity. In the realm of science and environmentalism, Noah's Ark serves as a poignant symbol of stewardship and conservation. The Ark's mission to preserve life resonates with contemporary efforts to protect our planet's biodiversity and address the challenges of climate change. As we reflect on the legacy of Noah's Ark, we see that it is more than just an ancient story. It is a living narrative that continues to inspire, challenge, and guide us. It invites us to consider our responsibilities to each other and to the world we inhabit, urging us to build our own arks of compassion, understanding, and hope. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history and legacy of Noah's Ark. We hope this exploration has deepened your appreciation for this enduring tale. If you found this series enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to bring these fascinating stories to life. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our shared heritage. As we have journeyed through the history and legacy of Noah's Ark, we now turn our attention to one of the most intriguing aspects of this ancient tale: the search for the Ark itself. For centuries, explorers, archaeologists, and adventurers have been captivated by the mystery of Noah's Ark, leading numerous expeditions to locate its final resting place. The most popular belief places the Ark on Mount Ararat in modern-day Turkey. This towering peak, shrouded in clouds and mystique, has been the focal point of many searches. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, several explorers claimed to have seen remnants of the Ark, sparking widespread excitement and further expeditions. In the 1940s, a series of aerial photographs taken by a U.S. Air Force pilot revealed what some believed to be the outline of a large structure on Mount Ararat. These images fueled speculation and led to more intensive searches in the following decades. Despite the harsh and often dangerous conditions, teams of explorers have braved the elements, hoping to uncover definitive evidence of the Ark's existence. In recent years, advances in technology have provided new tools for Ark hunters. Satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar, and drone surveys have allowed researchers to explore the remote and rugged terrain of Mount Ararat with unprecedented precision. These modern techniques have yielded intriguing findings, including anomalous formations and buried structures that some argue could be remnants of the Ark. While no conclusive evidence has been found, the search for Noah's Ark continues to inspire and challenge those who seek it. Each expedition adds a piece to the puzzle, contributing to our understanding of the region's history and the enduring allure of this ancient story. The quest to find Noah's Ark is not just about uncovering a historical artifact. It is a journey that reflects our deepest curiosities and our desire to connect with the past. It speaks to our yearning for discovery and the hope that somewhere, amid the mountains and valleys, the Ark waits to be found. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of modern expeditions and discoveries related to Noah's Ark. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to bring these fascinating stories to life. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our shared heritage. As we continue our exploration of Noah's Ark and its enduring legacy, we turn our attention to another fascinating aspect of this ancient tale: the geological evidence of a global flood. The story of Noah's Ark is not just a narrative confined to religious texts. It has also sparked significant scientific inquiry. Could there be tangible evidence in the Earth's geology that supports the occurrence of a massive, worldwide flood? Geologists and researchers have long debated this question, examining rock formations, sediment layers, and fossil records for clues. Some proponents of the global flood theory point to the presence of widespread sedimentary rock layers that appear to have been deposited rapidly, suggesting a cataclysmic event. These layers, found in various parts of the world, contain fossilized remains of marine life, often situated far from current ocean boundaries. This has led some to propose that a massive flooding event could have transported these marine organisms to their present locations. Additionally, there are intriguing formations known as megabreccias, which are large, chaotic deposits of broken rock fragments. These formations, found in different regions around the globe, suggest sudden and violent geological processes that could be consistent with a large-scale flood scenario. Another compelling piece of evidence comes from the study of ancient shorelines and river deltas. Some researchers argue that certain features such as submerged ancient cities and underwater structures could indicate a rapid rise in sea levels, possibly linked to a massive flood event. However, it is important to note that the geological evidence is subject to interpretation, and not all scientists agree on the global flood hypothesis. Many argue that the observed geological features can be explained by other processes such as localized flooding, tectonic activity, and long-term climatic changes. Despite the ongoing debate, the search for geological evidence of a global flood continues to captivate the scientific community. Each new discovery adds to our understanding of the Earth's dynamic history and fuels the quest to uncover the truth behind ancient legends. The story of Noah's Ark and the possibility of a global flood remind us of the complex interplay between myth and science. Whether viewed through the lens of faith, history, or geology, the enduring fascination with this tale speaks to our innate desire to understand the world and our place within it. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the geological evidence of a global flood. If you found this chapter intriguing, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support enables us to continue exploring the mysteries of our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back to our deep dive into the story of Noah's Ark. In this chapter, we explore the profound cultural impact that the narrative of Noah's Ark has had across various civilizations throughout history. The tale of a great flood and a man tasked with saving life on Earth isn't confined to the pages of the Bible. Remarkably, flood myths are a recurring theme in the folklore of many cultures around the world. From the ancient Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh to the Hindu story of Manu and the fish, the idea of a cataclysmic flood has transcended geographical and cultural boundaries. In ancient Mesopotamia, the Epic of Gilgamesh recounts the story of Utnapishtim, who, like Noah, was forewarned by a deity about an impending deluge. Utnapishtim built a massive boat, saved his family and various animals, and ultimately became immortal. This narrative, one of the oldest known literary works, shares striking similarities with the biblical account of Noah. Moving eastward, we find the Hindu myth of Manu, who was warned by a giant fish about an impending flood. Following the fish's advice, Manu built a boat and gathered the seeds of all living things to preserve life. This story, which appears in ancient Hindu texts, highlights the universal theme of divine intervention and human resilience in the face of disaster. Even in Native American cultures, flood myths abound. The Hopi tribe, for instance, tells of a great flood sent by the gods to cleanse the earth. A chosen few were saved by seeking refuge on top of a tall mountain, echoing the theme of survival through divine guidance. The story of Noah's Ark has also left an indelible mark on art, literature, and popular culture. From Renaissance paintings to contemporary films, the image of the Ark and its inhabitants has inspired countless creative interpretations. The Ark's symbolism of hope, renewal, and divine promise continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. In literature, the narrative has been revisited and reimagined in various forms. Authors like John Steinbeck and Margaret Atwood have woven elements of the flood story into their works, exploring its themes of destruction and rebirth in new and thought-provoking ways. As we reflect on the cultural impact of Noah's Ark, it becomes clear that this ancient tale has a timeless quality. Its themes of survival, faith, and the human spirit's resilience speak to the core of our shared human experience. The story's ability to transcend time, geography, and culture underscores its enduring relevance and power. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the cultural impact of Noah's Ark. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back to our deep dive into the story of Noah's Ark. In this chapter, we will explore the theological interpretations of the Noah's Ark story. The tale of Noah's Ark is not just a historical or cultural narrative, it holds significant theological implications that have been discussed and debated by scholars, theologians, and religious leaders throughout history. In Judeo-Christian traditions, the story of Noah's Ark is often seen as a demonstration of God's judgment and mercy. The flood represents divine retribution for humanity's wickedness, while the ark symbolizes salvation and God's covenant with Noah. This duality serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of sin and the promise of redemption. In Judaism, Noah is considered one of the righteous Gentiles, a figure who exemplifies obedience and faithfulness to God's commands. The story underscores the importance of following divine guidance and the potential for redemption even in the face of overwhelming adversity. The rainbow, which appears after the flood, is interpreted as a sign of God's everlasting covenant with all of humanity, a promise never to destroy the earth by flood again. Christian interpretations often emphasize the typological aspects of the Noah's Ark story. Many theologians view Noah's Ark as a foreshadowing of salvation through Jesus Christ. Just as Noah and his family were saved by entering the ark, Christians believe that salvation is attained through faith in Christ. The ark in this context becomes a symbol of the church, providing refuge and salvation to believers. In Islam, the story of Noah, or Nuh in Arabic, is also significant. The Quran recounts Noah's story with some variations, emphasizing his role as a prophet who warned his people of impending doom. Despite his efforts, only a few heeded his call, and the flood served as a divine punishment for those who rejected God's message. Noah's unwavering faith and perseverance are highlighted as exemplary qualities for Muslims to emulate. The story of Noah's Ark also raises important theological questions about the nature of God, justice, and human free will. Scholars have debated the moral and ethical implications of the flood, questioning how a loving and just deity could permit such widespread destruction. These discussions often delve into the complexities of divine justice, mercy, and the human condition. In modern times, the story continues to inspire theological reflection and discourse. Some contemporary theologians view the flood narrative as a metaphor for spiritual renewal and transformation, emphasizing the themes of cleansing and rebirth. Others see it as a cautionary tale about environmental stewardship and the consequences of neglecting our responsibility to care for the earth. As we conclude this chapter on the theological interpretations of the Noah's Ark story, it is evident that this ancient narrative holds profound spiritual significance across various religious traditions. Its themes of judgment, salvation, faith, and renewal continue to resonate with believers and scholars alike, offering timeless lessons and insights. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the theological interpretations of Noah's Ark. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back. In this chapter, we will explore how the story of Noah's Ark has permeated popular culture, influencing movies, books, and art. This ancient tale of survival, faith, and divine intervention has captivated the human imagination for centuries, finding new life in various forms of media. Movies have brought the story of Noah's Ark to the big screen, with varying degrees of historical accuracy and artistic interpretation. From the classic 1928 silent film, Noah's Ark, to the 2014 blockbuster, Noah, starring Russell Crowe, filmmakers have reimagined the biblical narrative to reflect contemporary themes and sensibilities. These adaptations often highlight the dramatic and emotional aspects of the story, emphasizing the human struggle for survival and the moral dilemmas faced by Noah and his family. Books, too, have played a significant role in keeping the story of Noah's Ark alive in popular culture. Children's literature in particular has embraced the tale with countless picture books and retellings aimed at young readers. These versions often focus on the animal's journey, presenting the story as an adventure filled with wonder and discovery. In the realm of adult literature, authors have used the Noah's Ark narrative as a canvas to explore deeper themes of faith, redemption, and human nature. Novels like Not Wanted on the Voyage by Timothy Findley and The Preservationist by David Main offer unique and thought-provoking takes on the ancient story. Art has also been profoundly influenced by the story of Noah's Ark. From Renaissance paintings to contemporary sculptures, Artists have depicted the ark, the flood, and the aftermath in various styles and mediums. These works often serve as visual interpretations of the biblical narrative, capturing the drama, emotion, and spiritual significance of the story. The ark has become a powerful symbol in art, representing themes of salvation, hope, and divine intervention. In addition to traditional forms of media, the story of Noah's Ark has found its way into popular culture through music, theater, and even video games. Songs and musicals have been created to tell the story, bringing it to life through melody and performance. Video games have also explored the narrative, offering interactive experiences that allow players to engage with the story in new and immersive ways. The enduring appeal of Noah's Ark in popular culture can be attributed to its universal themes and timeless lessons. The story's exploration of human resilience, divine justice, and the quest for redemption resonates with audiences across generations and cultures. It serves as a reminder of the power of storytelling to transcend time and connect us to our shared human experience. As we conclude this chapter on the Ark in popular culture, it is clear that this ancient narrative continues to inspire and captivate the human imagination. Whether through movies, books, art, or other forms of media, the story of Noah's Ark remains a powerful and enduring symbol of faith, hope, and survival. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Noah's Ark in popular culture. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back. In this final chapter, we will delve into the engineering feasibility of building Noah's Ark as described in the Bible. This topic bridges the gap between ancient scripture and modern science, offering a fascinating look at whether such a monumental task could have been achieved with the technology available at the time. First, let's consider the dimensions of the ark as specified in the Bible: 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Converting these measurements into modern units, the ark would be approximately 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. This makes the ark roughly the size of a modern-day cargo ship, an impressive feat of engineering by any standard. To understand the feasibility of constructing such a vessel, we need to look at the materials and techniques that would have been available to Noah. The Bible mentions gopher wood as the primary material, but the exact species of this wood remains unknown. However, it is widely believed that it could have been a type of durable timber like cypress or cedar, both known for their strength and resistance to decay. The construction of the ark would have required advanced woodworking skills, including the ability to create watertight joints and a sturdy frame. Ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians and Mesopotamians had already developed sophisticated shipbuilding techniques by this time, so it is plausible that Noah and his family could have possessed the necessary skills or knowledge. One of the most debated aspects of the ark's construction is its ability to remain buoyant and stable during the flood. Modern naval architects have conducted studies and simulations to test the ark's design. These studies suggest that the ark's dimensions and proportions would have made it highly stable in turbulent waters, capable of withstanding waves up to 100 feet high. The ark's box-like shape would have maximized its internal volume, providing ample space for animals, food, and other supplies. Another important consideration is the logistics of gathering and caring for the animals. The Bible states that Noah was instructed to bring 2 of every kind of unclean animal and 7 pairs of every clean animal. This would have required careful planning and organization. Modern estimates suggest that the ark could have housed thousands of animals, along with the necessary provisions to sustain them for the duration of the flood. While the story of Noah's Ark is often viewed through a lens of faith and symbolism, exploring its engineering feasibility offers a unique perspective on this ancient narrative. Whether one views the Ark as a literal historical event or a powerful allegory, the technical challenges and solutions involved in its construction continue to inspire curiosity and debate. As we conclude this chapter on the engineering feasibility of building the Ark, it is clear that this ancient story continues to captivate and challenge us. The intersection of faith, history, and science provides a rich tapestry for exploration and discovery. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the story of Noah's Ark. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back. In this final chapter, we will explore the role of Noah's Ark in modern religious practices. This ancient story continues to resonate deeply within various faith traditions, influencing rituals, teachings, and community life. First, let's consider Christianity. For many Christians, Noah's Ark is a symbol of God's salvation and mercy. The story is often taught in Sunday schools, and its themes of obedience, faith, and divine protection are frequently referenced in sermons. Churches around the world have constructed life-size replicas of the Ark to educate and inspire believers, serving as both tourist attractions and spiritual retreats. In Judaism, the story of Noah's Ark is found in the Torah, and is an integral part of Jewish teachings. The Ark represents God's covenant with humanity, a promise never to destroy the earth by flood again. This covenant is commemorated during the holiday of Simchat Torah, where the reading of the Torah is completed and restarted, symbolizing the continuity of God's promise. Islam also holds the story of Noah and the Ark in high regard. In the Quran, Noah is considered one of the major prophets, and his story is recounted with an emphasis on his unwavering faith and perseverance. Many Islamic scholars and believers reflect on the lessons of Noah's story during Ramadan and other religious observances, highlighting themes of patience, obedience, and divine justice. The story of Noah's Ark also finds a place in interfaith dialogues, serving as a common narrative that bridges different religious traditions. It offers a shared foundation for discussions on faith, morality, and the human relationship with the divine. Moreover, the Ark's story has inspired numerous religious artworks, music, and literature, enriching the cultural and spiritual heritage of various communities. From stained glass windows in cathedrals to contemporary Christian music, the influence of Noah's Ark is evident in diverse forms of religious expression. In addition to its spiritual significance, the story of Noah's Ark encourages environmental stewardship among believers. Many religious leaders and organizations draw parallels between Noah's care for the animals and the modern responsibility to protect God's creation. This has led to various faith-based initiatives aimed at promoting sustainable living and environmental conservation. As we conclude this chapter on the role of Noah's Ark in modern religious practices, it is clear that this ancient story continues to inspire and guide people of faith across the world. The Ark's enduring legacy serves as a testament to the power of faith, hope, and divine promise. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the story of Noah's Ark. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back. In this chapter, we will delve into the symbolism of Noah's Ark across different religions and how this ancient vessel continues to hold profound meaning in various faith traditions. For Christians, the Ark is a powerful symbol of salvation and divine grace. It represents God's mercy in saving Noah and his family from the flood, just as believers are saved through faith in Jesus Christ. The Ark's imagery is often used in Christian art and literature to convey themes of redemption and hope. In Judaism, the Ark is more than just a vessel. It embodies God's covenant with humanity. The rainbow that appears after the flood is a sign of this everlasting promise. The Ark symbolizes divine protection and the assurance that God will never again send a flood to destroy the earth. This promise is celebrated in Jewish rituals and prayers, particularly during the reading of the Torah. Islam also holds the story of Noah and the Ark in high regard. In the Quran, Noah's Ark is a symbol of divine guidance and protection. It represents the importance of faith and obedience to God's commands. Noah's unwavering trust in God's plan is a lesson for all believers, emphasizing the virtues of patience and perseverance. Beyond these major religions, the symbolism of Noah's Ark extends to various other spiritual and cultural contexts. In many indigenous traditions, the Ark is seen as a vessel of life, carrying the seeds of renewal and continuity. It serves as a reminder of humanity's resilience and the enduring power of faith. In interfaith dialogues, the Ark's story often emerges as a common thread that unites different religious perspectives. It provides a shared narrative that fosters understanding and cooperation among diverse faith communities. Moreover, the Ark's symbolism has inspired countless works of art, music, and literature across cultures. From ancient manuscripts to modern films, the story of Noah's Ark continues to captivate and inspire people around the world. As we explore the rich symbolism of Noah's Ark, it becomes clear that this ancient story holds timeless lessons and universal truths. The Ark's enduring legacy reminds us of the power of faith, the importance of divine promises, and the resilience of the human spirit. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the symbolism of Noah's Ark in different religions. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back! In this chapter, we will explore the fascinating influence of Noah's Ark on modern shipbuilding. While the story of the Ark is ancient, its legacy continues to resonate in contemporary maritime engineering. The Ark, as described in the Bible, was a colossal vessel built to endure a cataclysmic flood. Its design, with specific dimensions and materials, has intrigued shipbuilders and engineers for centuries. The Ark's dimensions, 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high, have been analyzed and debated by scholars and naval architects alike. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Ark's design is its emphasis on stability and buoyancy. Modern shipbuilders have studied these principles to enhance the safety and efficiency of contemporary vessels. The Ark's proportions, which provide a stable and balanced structure, have inspired the design of large cargo ships and passenger liners. In recent years, several full-scale replicas of Noah's Ark have been constructed around the world. These projects serve as both educational exhibits and engineering marvels. For instance, the Ark Encounter in Kentucky showcases a life-sized replica built using traditional methods and materials. This ambitious project has provided valuable insights into ancient shipbuilding techniques and their relevance to modern engineering. The Ark's influence extends beyond physical design. Its story has inspired innovative approaches to disaster preparedness and survival planning. Concepts derived from the Ark's construction have been applied to the development of emergency shelters and floating habitats, designed to withstand extreme weather conditions and rising sea levels. Moreover, the symbolism of the Ark as a vessel of salvation and hope has permeated maritime culture. The idea of a ship as a safe haven during turbulent times resonates with sailors and shipbuilders, reinforcing the importance of designing vessels that prioritize safety and resilience. As we delve into the Ark's influence on modern shipbuilding, it becomes evident that this ancient story continues to shape our understanding of maritime engineering. The Ark's legacy serves as a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity and the timeless quest for safety and survival at sea. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the Ark's influence on modern shipbuilding. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the truth. Welcome back. In this chapter we will explore the delightful and imaginative representation of Noah's Ark in children's literature. From picture books to animated stories, the tale of the Ark has captured the hearts and minds of young readers for generations. The story of Noah's Ark, with its vibrant imagery of animals marching two by two into a grand vessel, provides a rich tapestry for children's authors and illustrators. The themes of adventure, survival, and hope resonate deeply with children, making it a perennial favorite in children's literature. One of the most beloved aspects of the Ark story in children's books is the depiction of the animals. Authors and illustrators often use this opportunity to introduce young readers to a diverse array of wildlife, sparking their curiosity and fostering a love for nature. The whimsical illustrations and engaging narratives bring the story to life, making it accessible and enjoyable for young minds. Moreover, the story of Noah's Ark often carries important moral lessons that are gently woven into the narrative. Themes of kindness, obedience, and faith are presented in a way that is easy for children to understand and relate to. These stories not only entertain but also impart valuable life lessons, helping to shape the character and values of young readers. In addition to traditional books, the story of Noah's Ark has been adapted into various forms of media for children, including animated films, TV shows, and interactive apps. These adaptations use vibrant animation, catchy songs, and interactive elements to engage children and bring the story to life in new and exciting ways. The enduring popularity of Noah's Ark in children's literature is a testament to the timeless appeal of this ancient tale. It continues to inspire creativity and imagination, providing a gateway for children to explore the wonders of storytelling and the natural world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the representation of Noah's Ark in children's literature. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, keep reading and let your imagination soar. Welcome back. In this chapter, we will delve into a detailed timeline of the Ark's journey, tracing the significant events from the moment Noah received his divine instructions to the ark's final resting place. The story begins with Noah, a righteous man in a world filled with corruption. According to the biblical account, Noah finds favor with God, who instructs him to build an ark to save his family and a pair of every living creature from an impending flood. Noah obediently follows God's instructions, constructing the ark over several decades. As the ark nears completion, Noah gathers his family and the animals, leading them into the ark 2 by 2. The skies darken, and the rain begins to fall. For 40 days and 40 nights the earth is submerged under a deluge of water. The ark is tossed upon the waves, but it remains steadfast, protecting its precious cargo. The floodwaters prevail upon the earth for 150 days, covering even the highest mountains. Eventually the waters begin to recede. The ark comes to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sends out a raven, followed by a dove, to check for dry land. The dove returns with an olive leaf signaling that the waters have abated. After waiting for the earth to dry, Noah and his family step out of the ark onto solid ground. They build an altar and offer sacrifices to God, who establishes a covenant with Noah, promising never to destroy the earth with a flood again. As a sign of this covenant, God sets a rainbow in the sky, a symbol of hope and renewal for future generations. This timeline of events encapsulates the remarkable journey of the ark, a journey of faith, survival, and redemption. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of hope and the promise of a new beginning. Thank you for joining us on this chronological exploration of the ark's journey. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to uncover and share the fascinating stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. Welcome back. In this chapter, we will explore the enduring legacy of Noah's Ark in the realm of environmental conservation. The story of Noah's Ark is not just a tale of survival and divine intervention. It also holds profound lessons about stewardship, biodiversity, and the responsibility to protect our planet. The Ark symbolizes a sanctuary for all living creatures, a vessel that safeguarded the diversity of life during a time of great peril. This narrative has inspired countless environmental movements and conservation efforts around the world. Just as Noah took meticulous care in preserving species, modern conservationists strive to protect endangered species and their habitats. One of the most significant contributions of the Noah's Ark story to environmental conservation is the concept of biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variety of life on Earth, encompassing different species, ecosystems, and genetic variations. The Ark's mission to save pairs of every living creature highlights the importance of preserving this diversity for the health and stability of our planet. In contemporary times, the idea of an ark has been reimagined in various conservation projects. For instance, seed banks, like the Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway, act as modern-day arks, safeguarding the genetic diversity of crops from around the world. These seed banks ensure that, in the face of natural disasters or human-made crises, we have the means to restore and sustain our food supply. Similarly, wildlife reserves and sanctuaries serve as arks for endangered species, providing safe havens where animals can thrive without the threat of poaching, habitat loss, or climate change. Efforts to reintroduce species into their natural habitats, such as the rewilding of wolves in Yellowstone National Park, echo the Ark's mission of restoring balance to the natural world. The story of Noah's Ark also underscores the importance of proactive measures in environmental conservation. Just as Noah prepared for the flood before it arrived, we must take action to address environmental challenges before they reach a crisis point. This includes reducing carbon emissions, protecting natural habitats, and promoting sustainable practices in agriculture, industry, and everyday life. In conclusion, the legacy of Noah's Ark in environmental conservation is a powerful reminder of our duty to protect and preserve the Earth's biodiversity. It calls us to be stewards of the planet, ensuring that future generations inherit a world rich in life and beauty. By embracing the lessons of Noah's Ark, we can work together to create a sustainable and harmonious future for all living creatures. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the Ark's legacy in environmental conservation. If you found this chapter insightful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support allows us to continue sharing the stories that inspire and educate. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.